All right, he led the NFL protest against the national anthem and wore socks depicting cops as pigs. Remember Colin Kaepernick? But that doesn't seem to bother New Yorker magazine, who featured the unemployed quarterback as a civil rights hero, kneeling alongside Martin Luther King Jr. on the cover of their MLK Day issue. Michael Bennett there as well. Here to react to our expert law enforcement panel, former police sergeant Steve Cardian, former NYPD lieutenant and Army veteran Dr. Darren Porcher, and police academy trainee, former Secret Service agent Evie Pompouris. Okay, to you, if we can, Darren, your reaction to that comparison. Martin Luther King and Kaepernick on the same level?
It was atrocious. I believe Martin Luther King was one that was for racial equality, and it really pains me that the NFL is not taking a page out of the NBA's playbook, and that these players need to stand before the anthem. But looking back at this particular article, this cover in connection with Martin Luther King kneeled over and Colin Kaepernick and Bennett standing side by side, it's atrocious. It's such an atrocity, and it's setting a bad precedence for what we should be rolling into in 2018.
Evie, we know that a member of the King family that was with the president yesterday said, "My uncle kneeled in prayer," and this has nothing to do with kneeling during the national anthem.
You know, this is such a difficult topic to discuss. Standing for the national anthem, you know, me personally, yes. Do I feel that I should stand for the national anthem? I feel that. Comparing Kaepernick to Martin Luther King, I think that there's just a disconnect, as what you're pointing out, is that you're looking at two different messages. Right.
But Colin Kaepernick, Steve, took a knee because the inequitable prosecution of African Americans in America. That's what it's about, anti-law enforcement.
It's very much anti-law enforcement, Brian, and I would compare it to the congressman putting up that picture of Ferguson where they depicted the police officers as pigs in the Capitol. So it's an insult to all law enforcement, and I believe his mission is not one of working towards, but one of hate towards law enforcement.
All right, Darren, I want to talk about what today is. It's a salute to law enforcement, National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. And for somebody that's served our country in two different ways, your reaction to the fact that some are saying crime is down, law enforcement's doing better, so let's get less cops.
Well, I disagree with that. I think that what happens when we look at the past, when we look at the 90s, for example, you had less cops and you had higher crime, and now you have more cops and less crime. I think the key is targeted enforcement. When I say targeted enforcement, meaning resource deployment in the areas where you have the need for crime patterns. I think that's what the key is, because we have crime patterns that are coming into place, such as terrorism, identity theft, things to that effect. That needs to be the focus moving forward, as opposed to the way we address crime in the past.
Interesting, Evie, because right now crime is down 2.7%, but some of the major cities are just off the charts, like Baltimore. The proactive policing isn't happening in Chicago. So do you think this number could be somewhat deceptive?
Well, this is the thing. When you look at this New York Times article and you look at where they got their data from, they got it from the Brennan Institute, which did their own assessment, and they only looked at 30 police departments, 30 cities. There are 12,441 police departments. So this assessment that overall crime is down in the U.S. is an assessment of less than 1% of police departments in the U.S. And if you look at the UCR, which is the FBI, where the FBI keeps statistics, violent crime actually increased last year, 2016 from 2015, at a rate of almost 5%.
Do you feel a difference, Steve? You also looked, those are great numbers. You also looked up your own numbers on your own. Where is crime today?
Well, look at the index. They're looking at robbery, murder, rape, manslaughter. So they're not looking at things like sextortion. They're not looking at things like the dark net. These are things that are going to haunt us going forward in the future. Sextortion was identified by the FBI as being the greatest global threat to our female young.
So, Darren, well, the other thing is I have a lot of friends that are in law enforcement, and they talk about the perception, lack of respect, how they want to get off the job quicker because now suddenly the job they took is not the one it's perceived to be. You don't become a multimillionaire as a police officer. Are you sensing a change because this president ran differently than the previous president, backing law enforcement?
Absolutely, wholeheartedly true. Donald Trump has stepped at the forefront. When we look at the president is tasked with being the head of the executive branch. The executive branch is focused on law enforcement because he appoints the attorney general. The attorney general has under his control the FBI, Secret Service, etc. And so Donald Trump has specifically given resources to law enforcement on a federal and a state and city level. So that appreciation, as we see in yesterday's football game, Donald Trump stood for the national anthem, and Donald Trump stands for law enforcement. So he's giving law enforcement officers a pat on the back so they can go out there and do the job, and it's well-deserved, and the officers appreciate it moving forward.
Yeah, I just hope the best people keep going into it, because if we lose the quality recruits, we're going to lose quality law enforcement. And thanks, all three of you, for what you've done to keep America's cities and our suburbs, in my case, and rural communities
And thanks
safe.
for what you do for getting the message out there, Brian. It's very important.
Thank you. All right, that's the producing, too. All right, thanks, guys.